Hello guys, will you believe me if I tell you that my octopus worked 5 times in this run? Just watch this video and count how many times octopus shield was active. So guys, in this video I will help you to do higher damage to Raccoon, tell you how to survive over 20 rounds in a run, and of course I will explain which equipments, pets and skills will make it possible. As always, I'll start with equipments. Weapon must be Poseidon wand, because it has very useful skill which helps to kill pineapples near Raccoon. When your health is less than 30%, enemies knocked back. In the first 5 rounds, Raccoon does a good damage, and I wait till my health is less than 30%. Then I active Vertical Shield, which gives me a protective cover for 3 rounds. So enemies cannot do any damage to me, and I knock pineapples back for up to 3 rounds. That gives me plus 50% damage for each killed pineapple near Raccoon, and when you kill 3 pineapples near Raccoon, it jumps out of his mecha. And of course damage done to him when he's not protected by his robot is much higher. But sometimes Raccoon can do fatal damage to you in the first 5 rounds, and you will waste unyielding talent. Anyway, it pays off, so I recommend you to use Vertical Shield when your health is less than 30%, not faster. I know that many players have problems with choosing rings, because one ring says plus 20% attack, another plus 20% damage, and many players don't understand the difference. So I will explain you the difference and which of them is actually better. A Dimitri ring gives on 50% higher attack than other normal rings, and legendary werewolf ring gives plus 20% attack when your health less than 50%. It can actually give you higher attack because you will get plus 20% to the whole your attack, not only to ring. But I don't recommend to use it because the difference is very little, plus your health must be less than 50%. Anyway, we have a better ring. So the ring is weakness ring, which confuse many of you. It says damage to freezing, burning and at legendary paralyzed monster plus 20%. So what it means, and is it really doing higher damage than Demeter? So for this calculation I take my stats. With Demeter my attack is almost 99,000. I add 15% attack which Avenge Crown gives and plus 35% attack of Firewall. In total I must do almost 150,000 damage. Here you can see the damage was 133 and 2000, not 150,000, as Vertical Shield was active and I didn't receive any damage. I didn't get plus 15% attack from Avenge Count, but about counts later. If we calculate 99,000 plus 35% attack, then we will have 133 and 2000, which is the same what you can see on this screenshot. Now let's calculate damage for weakness ring. Unfortunately I don't have it honor, but as magic ring gives the same attack as weakness, it's okay to use numbers from magic. With magic ring or weakness, my attack is almost 89,000. So we take 89,000, add to this 35% of Firewolf and we get 120,000. So to calculate damage, you must find out your total attack and then count this attack as 100%, and then add 20%. We have 120,000 plus 20% and we get 144,000 damage, which is on around 11,000 higher than in case with Demeter ring. That's the reason why I recommend you to use a weakness ring, as Fireball gives a fireball, Raccoon always will be burning, and you'll be doing hard damage. The reason why I'm not using weakness ring is simple, I don't have it honor yet. We also have magic ring which really does higher damage than Demeter or weakness rings when your health is full, or in case with Eternal is more than 80%. I also tested this ring to see if I can do higher damage in these few rounds when my health is full, as I'm using Octopus and Hermes boots. The problem was that in most cases damage wasn't that high to fully recover me, and I was really lucky to have a full health 3 or 4 times during a run, so magic ring doesn't give you stable results unless you have it eternal, then I would use it. So guys, use weakness ring or magic if you have it eternal. Bracers of Core Hades, they give you the highest attack and restore 1% health when enemies die. As the best crown, of course Avenge. It will help you with healing and will give you plus 15% attack when you receive damage. But when Vertical Shield is active or Octopus Shield, you don't get plus 15% attack as enemies cannot do any damage to you. A Rope Athena, because it gives you a shield and helps you with healing. A few days ago I made it eternal and must say its skill is very useful for PunRank in combination with Octopus and Vertical Shield. And the last, Boots. Some of you use duplicate because they give plus 20% collision damage to special balls, but I'm not using them and recommend you to use Hermes. Just look at this situation, Raccoon in rage mode, and I don't have any protective shield and my butterfly is dead, so technically I must die in this round. But did you see that? I didn't die even having 0 health. Miracle happens. So what happened here? Hermes boots restored my health undodged, and that's how you can play even over 20 rounds in PunRank. Which you can see in this video. In this run my octopus was active 5 times and I played over 20 rounds. Vertigan Shield and Dragonfire Necklace must have everyone. Vertigan Shield will save you for 3 rounds and Dragonfire Necklace will let you to use your pets one more time. Use Dragonfire Necklace if you're using Legendary Firewolf, not in round 15, it is better to use it in round 16, where your pet have number 4. But if you wasted this talent and your butterfly is dead, then use it in round 15, or you don't use Firewolf. And the third artifact will help you with aiming and boost your attack, Apollo's Bow. If you somehow don't have it yet, you may use Worn Horn, it doesn't help you with aiming, but increase your damage. Now about pets, butterfly and octopus for sure. I think I don't even need to tell you why, but the third pet is kinda hard to choose. So guys, I got Mecha-Raccoon pet and tested it in PunRank. This pet is very powerful and I even thought to use Epic plus 2 Raccoon as it doesn't lower my attack much. But the problem is Firewall gives plus 35% attack for 3 or 2 rounds and damage is really better than by using Raccoon pet. But if you can make it legendary, then you should change your butterfly on Raccoon, as its second skill works like a butterfly. By the way guys, if you want to know how many gems I've spent to get Raccoon pet and see all my pets I got, just watch this video, the link I'll leave in description. Skills are very important part, and if you want to do good damage, you must have some recommended skills. First, skills are very useful and can help you to kill pineapples near Raccoon or make a pass for your balls, if your mobs have very high health like mine, and damage you do isn't enough to easily kill them. There are Bomb Ball, a Black Hole Ball and a Super Entry skill. I thought have learned something from the first season and I wouldn't connect mobs health to the quantity of stages you've passed. I don't understand their logic actually. As for me, it's the stupidest thing they did to PunBall. I passed 139 stages and barely do 10 billion damage, while players that stayed at stage 60 and have less attack than I can do 20-30 billion damage or even higher. I can pass all 160 stages, Trial Tower I already passed, Ruins isn't hard to pass either, so I only have PunRank to play. What I wanted to say, you must choose between PunRank or game progress. As for me, staying at stage 60 for the whole life is very stupid. I passed 139 stages to have 8 quests in bounty board and it also gives me 345 gems every day for completing daily challenges. My rewards from events higher and I know that I'm gonna be in that legend league. And other players like, oh, I'm gonna do billions damage, I'm gonna get a top frame. Oh no, there's a new glitch, Heavy, please fix it, because players can do the same or even higher damage than I. If you play only to get the top frames, then stay at stage 60, 80, I'm not gonna do this, I don't recommend you to do this either. I have the top frame from previous season and I'm not raining guys. Okay, I was talking about skills, sorry for that guys, I'm a little angry and happy about mobs health. Next skills will actually help you to kill these mobs and you also will be doing a good damage to Raccoon. Those are combo skills like Combo Ball, Distraction Ball and Missile Balls, especially with Missile Master. These skills will help you to kill mobs. About Insta-Kill Balls and Shadow Clone, I don't think I need to tell you why you should always choose them, you already know it. As Raccoon is always far from you, Sniper Balls will help you to do good damage to him, Backstab Ball is also good, I recommend to choose it as well, other balls are better to choose with their master skills. And the last thing I want to say you guys, you could notice that I don't use higher speed for when I'm playing PunRank. The bug with Raccoon they fix in a few days, but the bug with the disappearing balls they cannot fix for months. So if you don't want your balls disappear more often, always play PunRank or really hard events at x1 speed, it really helps. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe.